Good morning, and thanks for watching the Corona Open J-Band. Exciting stop for the World Surf League Championship Tour. We've got an all-Brazilian matchup. Hitting the lineup now, one's a former world champ, the first ever world champ for Brazil, and Gabriel Medina. He takes on Tomas Hermes, who's a rookie on tour, and Miguel Pupo, formerly full-time on tour, qualified at the same time as Medina, but now he's a replacement wild card. So now 32 on the clock. Medina out-positions Pupo for the start. Rock and roll float to get things started. Clean drive down the line. Hard off the bottom, clean top turn for the former world champ. Nice and hollow, hanging onto his rail for a moment there, but it'll shut down. So Medina getting on the board, a couple of hooks. Pupo will finally get priority after the battle, so you can already see they can reposition himself down the point.
Accomplished his job, really, was to put Gabriel Medina in a situation where he's going to be too deep, so it was pretty much playing catch-up most of the way, trying to get himself out on that open face. Now he starts to wind it up, and again, just not really being able to hook into his turns properly, and then that section runs away from him. So, job well done there for Miguel Pupo to push Gabriel just a little bit too far up the point.
William Cardoso, a rookie win over at Uluwatu.
How good was that?
We'll see if this streak is still alive for Brazil. Medina's up. Big float on the first section. Vertical over the roof. Hits it a bit harder down the line. Now pulling into the pit. Medina's got some room to make it. Well-paced little wrap just to stick to the source. Now jamming down the line. Tight pocket right there, but Medina finishes. A challenging wave to ride. You can see all the ribs in the face, but he still had a real solid effort for variety there.
What's going to happen with the smaller conditions, Joe? You know, sometimes those waves will really straighten up on the reef and really hard to get around the section. Gabriel Medina, though, no problem for him. A couple of beautiful maneuvers, building it up through the inside, and then this little barrel here. I mean, that was sneaky good right there from Gabriel Medina. A difficult tube ride on your backhand because of how tight and how high of a line you really do have to draw. And again, Medina races down the line through the inside. Another little cover up and comes out. So not a bad little wave there to pick up halfway up the point. Let's have a look at Miguel. A little bit too deep right there, and unfortunately there for Miguel.
Really stick to that rail-based powerful act, mixing in the tube. And then Felipe going 10 feet above the lip multiple times was incredible to watch. Tomas Hermes, rookie on tour, tagging a couple of points down the line. Deep off the bottom, clean wrap. Hits it off the lip again, pulling in. He'll get squished on the inside corner.
Smaller ones had a lot more lump and bump on the face. Starts off nice and clean, but as it goes down through that inside section, you start seeing the lump and bump starting to come into play. You know, really hard to set the rail and make those turns look nice and clean and flowing. You can see the ribs on the face of the wave, and every turn really for Tomas Hermes was kind of cut short.
Had to get in the car and drive up and down the coast and get good waves. Catching up to this ride, Potts. Miguel Pupo looked like he had a great start out the back.
Yeah, well, there's that beautiful style that we love from Miguel. Just real easy tempo. Nice, cool, casual, yet radical approach. Sneaky powerful as well is Miguel Pupo, starting to really wind it up. And I don't know what happened here, but he just sort of took his eye off the prize just a little bit as this wave started to slow down. And right there, Miguel goes down. A big mistake there for Miguel Pupo. He's definitely on his way to a solid score.
18:25 on the clock here. Still Medina out front with his 5-5 as he's looking for his first win of 2018. Making a move is Tomas Hermes with some speed. Tomas under the lip speed line there. He's even styling his way through. He's enjoying the moment here. Front side hack, but he's down.
Oh, there we go. There's that chop that came into play.
And 16:50 still to go, and this is wide open in this all-Brazilian heat. Tomas Hermes trying to get barreled to start, and he's out of there. And as you've noticed, Potts, the wave not changing too much over all the years you've spent at this place. Make that decision. Backhand float. Stomps it right into a bottom turn. Classic vertical hack. Meaty section of float once again for the former world champ. Low road climb. And now getting back out in front. Kind of has to stretch out that carve as that wave breathed underneath his feet. Now stabs it vertically. Solid wave to finish on his feet. Just showing how technically sound he is, especially on those climbing maneuvers in the breeze.
Kind of really made Medina commit to this wave, and I thought it was going to be a bit of a mistake, really. First couple of turns, very nice. Right here, got stuck behind the section, but you talk about the the low road floater. How did he get around that section? That was absolutely amazing. He's just looking to better. 317. It's going to be close. Nothing too crazy radical as far as maneuvers go, but stitched that one together nicely. Took the wave off Miguel, so job done there for Medina.
Had an appearance here as a wild card a handful of years ago. Competed here when it was a qualifying series event as well. So he's got the experience. Hermes up now. Jamming down the line, picking his turn under the lip hook. That's going to keep him behind. So just a one maneuver option for Tomas once again. Honestly, we've seen surfers come here for the first time and walk up the beach in tears. It's an emotional experience when you get the ride of your life at this wave. Tomas, lucky enough to be a rookie in 2018, enjoying the lineup. He'll force the issue on the tube, comes out with that momentum. Snapping down the line, under the lip hook, and just managing a couple of more maneuvers. So better signs from his last couple of choices, and seems like he's heading in the right direction.
Yeah, exactly. Just he's going to run out of time. I think time's going to be the enemy for Tomas. Tomas trying to force the issue as he comes flying down the line here. Nice little cover up there from Tomas, but I'm not seeing a massive score out of the tube ride. Combos it up with a couple of big turns and then bangs it up through the lip.
Really special advantage of the angle of this wave is they can actually critique themselves. Tomas flying now, pulling into the pit, much better barrel than his wave before. He'll fade a bit to set up for the second opportunity. Back to speed, looking for a hollow section. Trims it in the pocket, gets the completion, now winding up off the lip.
Tomas Hermes, you can see how far up the board he is, straight away looking for that tube ride. And once you get barreled out here, J-Bay, that's all you want to do, and that's kind of what he's been doing right now, is looking for those little gems, looking for the cover-ups, trying to show a point of difference. I think he figures he's not going to match Gabriel Medina's backside hook, so what's he going to do to combat that is by getting the tube ride. And
on the bricks. Backhand in motion of Miguel Pupo. Nice, easy pace, one of the best styles in the game. But showing the frustration for Pupo, throwing priority away after earning it in the hard way against Medina to start off the heat. On his best wave, he fell when he had a lot more opportunity on his 4.5 and just felt a little lost on that last effort.
That's how hard it is to ride on your backhand, Joe. Very difficult wave.
Pupo, always smooth. Racetrack section, just getting down the line. There's the windup, just a speed turn off the lip. Gets hung up, and he's out of there. What an accomplishment. Making a move now is Medina. He'll pull right under the hood on the takeoff. Exit clamping down on Pupo, having an opportunity, and he'll just eject.
There's a little bit more energy in those two waves right there, but just out of position.
Got rookies, we've got wild cards. Mikey Wright's probably planning on just, putting himself into the Rookie of the Year race, as he'll be having those conversations with the commissioner's office. This is live action. Pupo, a couple of turns, now trying to pack this inside barrel. Still racetracking through the inside corner. And got some distance before going down. Now Medina belts one off the lip. Nice draw off the top again. A couple of big moves. He's thinking about the barrel as well. Slides right in. That one's just going to run through without him. Great effort there. Nice backhand tube spell, but impossible to make it through. Later on today, Zeke Wow dangerous in the QS event finally years ago. As we'll see Tomas Hermes on his last wave of the matchup, trying to turn this one around. Layback jam through the lip. Clean carve out in front. Tomas with a big hack to finish, turning his best at the horn. We saw a serious improvement from Tomas throughout the matchup.
That was definitely better for Tomas. You could see the way he took his time with that. He wasn't rushing it. It's a kind of wave that really demands every bit of your attention. He races down the line, just setting it up nice and cool. That's right there, just hooking nicely with the lip. And again, just drawing those, just holding that rail and finishing strong. So definitely Tomas's best wave, Joe.
So already shaking it off is Medina and Tomas Hermes as they've run out of time. And scores coming through for Tomas Hermes. It comes in the 4 range, 4.97, not enough. Medina gets the win to go straight into round 3.